Greetings, geeks. This is Rose with GeekToMeCrafts, and today I have a plate for milk and cookies for Santa. At GeekToMeCrafts, I help you source affordable craft supplies as well as provide tutorials and DIYs. So today, this item is made with my Cricut machine. I have a Cricut maker, and I will be using regular removable vinyl in a buffalo plaid, and then I got this clear glass plate at the Dollar Tree. So what I'm doing is removing the fingerprints and any other smudges that might be on the front of the plate because the vinyl sticks to it better if it's been cleaned with rubbing alcohol. And then I also applied Goo Gone on the back of it to remove the label, and then hit both sides again with the alcohol. So I've got the buffalo plaid vinyl face up on the green standard cutting mat. Mine are kind of dirty, so I'm using washi tape to hold it onto the mat. And I am just going to look up the image in the design space. I have paid for the upgraded access, or whatever it's called, for Cricut, and so any of these in here I should be able to just use. And so I really like the one that says milk and cookies for Santa. It has a variety of fonts. It has the little Santa hat, and it also has the banner. It's just super cute, and it was going to allow for the buffalo plaid to really come through once I cut it. So once it's in here, I am going to hit cut. So I have it in there that it's going to be 5 inches tall. However, I do go over to the clear glass plate and I count on my cutting mat how many inches I really want the image to fit to make sure that that was the right size. Normally, I don't recommend just using your fingers, but in this case it was clear. You could see the cutting mat underneath, and I had it set to the right size. So I'm going to just make sure that my vinyl is in here, good to go. Hit make it. Comment down below if you're interested in more Cricut tutorials. Please let me know. I am a teacher, so I could really break this down for you and create some pretty comprehensive assignments or just step-by-steps. Just let me know below. I'm recording this on a Sunday night. My kiddos are in the bathtub, so I'm outside of the bathroom waiting on them. Okay, so once the computer recognizes the machine, I'm going to select vinyl, more pressure, because my blade is nearing the end of its life. And if you hit more pressure, then you can get a little bit more use out of it. You hit the arrows to feed the mat into it, and then once it's ready, you hit the little Cricut C, and it goes. So Cricuts come with a variety of different attachments, and the basic one that it comes with is the fine knife tool. I use that one more than any other tool. However, I did purchase the roller blade. I purchased the deep cut knife. I have an embossing and an engraving tool as well. None of those are cheap, but I just waited for sales or coupons and I got them that way. I also have a variety of pins that go in the attachment on the left. So the more circular one that sticks up, that is for pins. So I'm just going to speed this up here, get the cutting done, pull it out. I'm using the rest of the contact paper that I picked up at the Dollar General. I believe it is Duck brand, and I'm just going to eyeball. I usually use my X-Acto knife for this, but I had the roller cutter right there next to me. I did pick that up at Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to use my weeding tool that I got from Cricut. It came with the Cricut maker, I believe. I think so, yeah. And then I'm going to weed it while it is still on the plastic that the vinyl comes on. If you do it the other way, where you put the contact paper on first and then weed it, it's way too complicated. So definitely weed it before you put the contact paper on. And I apologize for the state of my nails once again. Okay, and then you take the contact paper off, and it usually wants to bend one way or another, so I just bend it up and I lay down with my pressing tool down the middle first. So the same principles apply for if you are applying any kind of plastic film over another harder material. So if you do the tint on your car windows, you're going to want to do the same thing. Have a flat thing like a credit card. In this case, I'm just using what I have on hand. It is just a USB port, and it's got a flat edge on it that I can use for really pressing the vinyl down. And then I start in the middle and work your way out, and that eliminates the bubbles. Okay, so then once you're ready, you flip it upside down, and you're going to pull the plastic backing off of the vinyl so that it sticks to the contact paper. This plain clear contact paper that you get isn't as super sticky as the Cricut brand. I like it in some cases, but in this case it's a little bit more challenging to get the lift of the vinyl off of the backing paper. So just know that. Do another press on the back of it if you need to, or keep the weeding tool on hand and just pop them down like I'm doing here. So you pull that off, make sure that all your letters and everything are arranged the way that you want them to be on the contact paper. All right, well, if you're enjoying this so far, go ahead and hit like, and don't forget to hit subscribe so that you don't miss more tutorials like this. I'm just finishing up the rest of the weeding here, and I'm going to go back and fix that O in the cookies because it didn't come off quite right. And in the comments below too, if you have a Cricut, let me know what kind, what's your favorite materials. I am always on the hunt for affordable ones, but also ones that just are easy to work with. I wouldn't normally recommend putting your fingerprints on the back of the vinyl, but in this case, it's not even permanent anyway, so I'm not putting this in the dishwasher or anything like that. Okay, and then I just I stand up here and I'm gonna eyeball exactly where I want this to go in the center of the plate. You could really get creative with this too and do stuff around the outside of it, but you know, I'm tired. I'm glad this got done. Okay, and then you take your scraping tool and just start in the middle, work your way out, eliminate any bubbles. And I'm just pressing it very, very firmly into the material so that the vinyl sticks to the glass and not to the contact paper. And this is why I prefer the off brands and not the Cricut contact paper, because the Cricut kind is just so sticky that when you do this part, it lifts off of the material and sticks to the contact paper instead of onto what I want the vinyl on in the first place. Okay, and that is the final product. I plan on making some sugar cookies with my kiddos. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. We are in the fun years of Christmas, and it's just so, so sweet. So we're going to be using this plate this year. If you like it, go ahead and give a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all, and Merry Christmas.